is based. Actually, the game is getting started here. So the music is played. And
I think they can. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they can. Maybe they can scream. Can you hear us, guys? At least a few of them. The guys who are not close to the speakers can hear us.
Yeah, there you go. And here we are into the game. As I'm getting queued up, but in the top right-hand location, if you want this player to win, give a cheer for WhiteRa. And of course, his opponent in the bottom left-hand location. Can he come back from this 1-0 deficit and advance to the round of 4? It is EG iNcontroL.
Man.
PvP on Antigua Shipyard.
Hosting a tournament on a college campus has to be the best idea of all time.
Yeah, man. Parking's kind of a headache, but it is what it is.
Well, I did not anticipate that. I'm sorry.
It's all good.
Anyway, guys, we'll see how this second game is going to turn out. I do think you were right at a simulator steal by iNcontroL triggered the 4-gate of WhiteRa, because WhiteRa went for the wall off, and normally if you want a 4-gate, you're not going to build your first 2 gates over here, because you just lose a little bit of mining time. So I really think that was the only thing that triggered that whole 4-gate. Still surprised WhiteRa went for it. There are different ways to deal with it, but hey, it worked out so well. So
yeah, I mean, it was definitely an interesting game. It's definitely not one of those standard PvPs. It doesn't say much. I don't think it says much about the overall skill level of the players. When you lose to a straight up 4-gate like that, it comes down to like a couple seconds sometimes, or one decision, right? So if he had another sentry out a little bit sooner, would he have been fine? If his gas hadn't been stolen, would he have been fine?
Yeah.
Or if he hadn't stolen his opponent's gas. There's just a lot of stuff to consider in PvP, and I'm definitely excited for this game as I keep an eye out for any crazy early shenanigans. Doesn't look like anything just yet. It looks like WhiteRa not putting the pylon near his ramp like he did last game, at least at this point.
yeah, once more, WhiteRa is the one who scouts quite a bit later than iNcontroL. He's going to wipe in his cybernetics. Of course, so far everything is standard. I'm curious to see if iNcontroL is going to steal the simulator once more. But what I question about iNcontrol's build order, in my opinion, if whatever build you use in PvP, there's one basic rule, and it has to be 4-gate proof. There's just no sense in playing a build order in PvP that's not 4-gate proof.
I agree.
As we all know, these pro players, they love to cut some matches in tournament. You have to cut some corners to get that advantage. Because if you play too safe and your opponent takes some risk, you're going to fall behind as well. But still, if you have a build, it has to be 4-gate proof. There's just no way around it.
I agree.
Ooh. For a second I thought it was once more iNcontroL stealing the simulator, but this time it's just WhiteRa taking his second guess.
Yeah, both these players getting their second gases up relatively soon here. WhiteRa not wanting to lose that gas again like he did last game. Of course, it gets a little bit questionable when you try to... Oh!
Taking a lot of damage, but it's not going to fall.
Alright.
So WhiteRa probably just going to wait, let those shields regenerate, and then it's going to run the probe past that Zealot. Yeah, so iNcontroL going for the really standard opening, and WhiteRa going for the opening that has been popular for quite a while, the 2-gate opening into quick 3 stalkers.
Yeah, and this is essentially what WhiteRa did last game, except without the second gas, so probably going to tech up a little bit, and...
I actually think WhiteRa is going to end up losing this probe right now, because he couldn't actually get it past that Zealot. He should have just run it down, but now the
nicely played from iNcontroL there.
Yes, I agree. But also WhiteRa could have just run it past. I'm not sure what the movement was. Maybe he just wants to keep it alive. Maybe he's sacrificing it for the greater good. Wants to see which direction iNcontroL is heading to. I'm not sure.
Did you see that?
Robo, yeah. I was about to double check that. No, did not see that Robo. Came close, but not close enough.
And that Robo's close enough. If he can just get a probe up that ramp, we'll see it for sure. Might be worth sacrificing a probe. I'm not so sure though. But in the meantime, WhiteRa back home, adding on a robotics facility of his own. So already a deviation from last game, not going for the early gateway pressure. Both these players just teching up a little bit.
Loving the build, the base design from WhiteRa so far, having all these pylons powering these gates and the robotics facility.
Yeah.
So
the WhiteRa pylons.
Yes, I was about to say.
Unlike the Artosis pylon.
Double observer opening, unless it's a misclick by iNcontroL. That's quite brave.
Double robo? Wait, what?
No, double observer.
Oh, they said double robo.
And that would be kind of scary.
You can't support that on one base. Actually,
you can, man. Super immortal push.
Oh god.
1-gate double robo. I'm sure that works out.
Breaking the metagame here at the Lone Star Cloud.
WhiteRa's gonna try to get a sneak peek. He has to be careful. We do have a sentry there. I do not think you want to go up that ramp, WhiteRa. Wants to bait a force field.
Yep. Nicely done.
Succeed in doing so.
And then Sentry's not quite enough energy to add on another force field there. Immortal coming out for InControl following that Observer.
I'm really surprised by this double Observer opening from InControl. This is such a minor thing, and people at home perhaps think like, well, a big deal, double Observer. But in PvP it is actually a really big deal.
Yeah.
So I really wonder what the thought process is behind this double Observer. Maybe he's paranoid, maybe he's wondering about DTs, but as we can see in WhiteRa's main base, he doesn't have to worry about it at all. Ooh, first Observer might just... they're gonna actually see each other. With those sentries, he should be able to take out WhiteRa, not paying attention.
No, well, he's turning around. He's trying to find that Observer. I don't think he will be successful unless he has the eyes of a hawk. But WhiteRa probably does. We saw him shooting those targets on the gun range. He does have the eyes of a hawk.
Yes, WhiteRa does. WhiteRa's been killing a lot in his life, man.
Yeah, man.
Not sure what, but...
You see that movie, that trailer for Special Tactics? So sick. Oh, Stalker being lost in the middle of the map by WhiteRa.
Yep.
That's not good.
WhiteRa's still going to try to take out this Observer. It's going to be close, but he won't take it. Robotics base on the way for InControl, and I'm pretty sure
He's
it's
one
for...
base in this.
I think he's going for the Warp Prism speed upgrade. That's
really?
Yeah, that's what I think that InControl is going to. Because it's perfect right now. He's playing against a robotics player himself, and it's really, really hard to deal with a Warp Prism with speed, just because you do not have the amount of gas to produce a lot of Stalkers.
Wow. Good call there. Warp Prism speed on the way as well as a Warp Prism.
I know my PvP, man. You better be ready for that show match.
Oh god, I'm scared. But yeah, WhiteRa's on 2 bases here, and that's my main concern. This Nexus from InControl, should it ever come out, will be late, and it looks like it's not going to. He's adding on 2 additional gateways, which definitely implies heavy, heavy, heavy one-base aggression, so he's going to try to kill WhiteRa here.
Yeah, then I kind of wonder why he's getting the speed upgrade. You can be very annoying with that for a long time, and he could really equal things out. Even if his expand is much later, he can still come back from that, because there's just no way WhiteRa's ever going to snipe a 200 HP Warp Prism. It's just not going to happen. So I kind of wonder why he's getting the speed upgrade if he wants to go all in with 4 gates anyway.
Yeah, and there's no real ability to crush any force fields in this composition from InControl. No massive units. As a probe is getting some scouting done inside the main
WhiteRa's
base.
moving out. Couple of units from InControl way out of position. Has to be careful right there. Wow, nice force field by WhiteRa. Picked off 1 Stalker and then picked off 1 more Stalker. Meanwhile, WhiteRa is harassing in the main base of InControl as well. This is going to be very... No, InControl wiped in 3 units already. Here we do have those 2 Immortals already hammering probe line.
Wow. InControl doing a lot of damage here. WhiteRa a little bit out of position, moving some of his army into the main base, into his own main base, I should say. And InControl, the beauty of this, can just back out.
Oh, WhiteRa's losing a lot of Stalkers. This is not enough, WhiteRa. You're going to need more than just 3 Stalkers.
Wow.
Really beautiful play so far by InControl, dealing a ton of damage. Actually going to wipe in 4 Zealots.
Oh, it's dangerous, but going to drop the 2 Immortals as well. And does WhiteRa have enough up here? Yes, he does. 2 Immortals, and InControl going to back out at the same time, pushing forward the front. That's not a good idea. Back up, trapping one of those Stalkers.
I really think InControl is overcommitting. If he would have just been with these 2 Warp Prism, with this Warp Prism and these 2 Immortals, he would have been more than fine. He already killed quite a few pros, 11 right now, so he's doing a really good job, don't get me wrong. But I think he didn't have to lose the units that he did.
Yeah, and he's still pouring on the aggression here, but WhiteRa looks like he's just too strong to have this effect, and this is a crazy battle going on. The Zealots trying to get out of
the silliest fight of all time. Oh, InControl has to be careful with that 1 Immortal, but he does pick it up. Beautiful pickup right there by InControl.
And he's just going to get out of there. But again, I'm concerned. WhiteRa's on 2 bases, InControl still only on 1. InControl has enough money to throw down another one, but not electing to. A Warp Prism on the field for WhiteRa as well. And he might try to do some special tactics with that. We'll have to keep an eye on that. But 2 Warp Prisms on the field, and that could create some crazy scenarios. I don't know if you've seen many Warp Prism versus Warp Prism battles.
Well, they don't fight each other, but I've seen them in the same game, yes.
Yeah.
3 Zealots being wiped in for WhiteRa right now. That is over here on the left side of the map where the Warp Prism is. Just now InControl is dropping his Nexus. I really think he could have done this before, and he would have been more than fine with this single Warp Prism and those 2 Immortals, because WhiteRa would just never be able to kill it.
Yeah. And some more aggression going on both sides of the map here. Warp Prism picking up those Immortals on the right-hand side. At the same time, on the left-hand side of the map, in InControl's base, a bunch of Zealots being warped in. Stalkers here from InControl trying to deal with that. 4 Zealots trying to target down that 1 Stalker. 2 more Zealots being warped in by InControl, but these are a lot of 6 Zealots, Rotterdam, and InControl needs to bring back some of his army here.
Yep, he will be able to take out a couple of these Zealots, but it's not going to be enough. Just now, WhiteRa warping in more and more units. InControl is going to retreat with the majority of his force, which was in the middle of the map, but not before taking really a lot of damage over here.
Oh my god, the pros trying to turn around and attack these Zealots. That's not...
Don't try to play Warp Prisms against WhiteRa, man.
Oh man.
It's like that's my trademark.
Wow,
look at the supply cap right now. Suddenly 39 supply only for InControl, 88 for WhiteRa. So many Zealots right now attacking this Nexus. Crazy harass by WhiteRa.
Yeah, and targeting down the Nexus will in fact go down. That's so many Zealots in the main base. iNcontroL still desperately trying to do some damage with the Immortals on his opponent's side of the map. But he's quite frankly out of money, he's out of units, so he might be out of this game already.
Yeah, he's gonna lose this Nexus as well if he wants to come down the ramp with the remaining units that he has. He doesn't even have enough to deal with all these Zealots. GG, well played. Fantastic game by WhiteRa.
Wow.
WhiteRa advances in the semi-final.
He does.
He's gonna play the winner of Robbie versus Stefano, which is our next quarterfinal. But I want to recap this game a little bit more. Don't you agree with me that like the additional units that iNcontroL brought really didn't achieve all that much? He would have been more than just fine with that Warp Prism, with the speed upgrade, for the main reason that we exactly saw. There's not enough NTR to take out that Warp Prism, and if you drop Immortals in the main base, it's really annoying to defend against it because your gateway units kind of enter one by one, and if Stalkers enter one by one against 2 Immortals, you're gonna lose them over and over again.
Yeah, and you know, the thing about going for that Warp Prism play while not expanding, you have to do a lot of damage to make it pay for itself.
Yeah.
Especially when WhiteRa's taking an expansion of his own.
Definitely true, but I also think you're guaranteed to do damage. It's inevitable that you are going to do damage because there's just not enough NTR to deal with those Immortals.
That's true.
Anyways, I'm very curious to see what WhiteRa and maybe even iNcontroL have to say about this, so we're gonna head over to Rachel. Right? Rachel?
Yes.
Rachel?
Rachel, take it away.
Rachel!
Rachel, take it away.
Okay, maybe not. Let's
Maybe
talk
not.
about Warp Prisms even more.
Yeah, Warp Prisms are awesome.
Yeah.
I feel like WhiteRa saw the Warp Prism in control and was like, ha ha ha, I can do better.
Actually, there was a game like that quite recently where I think Robbie was playing against WhiteRa, and Robbie was doing a really fantastic rush with the Warp Prism 2 Immortals for a very long time, and then after a moment when WhiteRa finally stabilized, he sent out 2 Warp Prisms and he did more damage than Robbie did in the entire game. But Robbie did end up winning that game though, so I have to add that. But still, it was really cute. WhiteRa and his Warp Prism, man, he don't miss with it.
Nothing's more fun. There was this one game, I forgot where it was, but two Warp Prisms on the field. I think it might have been like Hero against someone, where the Warp Prisms were chasing each other. One Warp Prism had Stalkers in it, one had Immortals in it. So like, the one with the Stalkers in it would try to drop him and hit the Warp Prism, but then the Warp Prism that had the Immortals in him would drop him and try to attack the Stalkers.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Yeah, it happens over and over again. It's so hard, man.
It's ridiculous.
Because the only anti-air Protoss has in that phase of the game is Stalkers without Blink.
Yeah.
And it's just so hard to get in a position to actually snipe the Warp Prism.
Yeah.
Anyway, I do think Rachel is ready right now, so let's try to head over to Rachel on the main stage one more time.
Hey everybody. Actually, we're gonna, thank you so much, Jeff. Before we get to WhiteRa's interview, we're gonna have another raffle for a lucky member of our audience. This time we're giving away a keyboard from TT Esports and 1 hour of coaching with professional StarCraft player, Vile Hawk. Guys, you wanna come out with a raffle bucket and that awesome keyboard? Boop, boop. Here we are, guys. Get your tickets out. We're raffling it off. Do you want to tell us a little bit about this keyboard while I try and spin this plastic thing?
I know it's a mechanical keyboard. I've always wanted one, so I'm hoping that I win. No offense to anybody else.
Do you want that coaching hour with Vile Hawk?
I think everybody would want a coaching hour with Vile Hawk.
A ticket fell. All right, hold on. This is unacceptable. This is going back in. We're closing it. You know what? I can't do that again, guys. Oh my God. I'm just gonna ruffle it the old way. And the winner is, of the keyboard and the coaching hour with Vile Hawk, 578902. Oh, we got a winner back there. You can head back to the merch area in the TT Esports booth. We're going to have your card posted up, and you can collect your prizes over there. Is there anything else you'd like to add?
Actually, there were 2 separate prizes, so we have a second winner on the way.
There's another. I get to do this twice? You do. All right. Well, congratulations to you, sir, and congratulations to 578952. Hope you're not the same guy. 5 numbers, man. 578952. Both these cards will be back in the merch area at the TT Esports booth. You can go and collect your prizes. I'm going to not put those back in the bucket. I'm going to give this to you, sir. Thank you so much. And I'm going to double check, make sure we have our questions ready for WhiteRa. Once again, we took questions from the Twitter. We'll see who we picked out this time. And all questions asked on the Twitter will be entered into a raffle to win a super awesome prize from all our sponsors. See, guys, you got my questions over here? Going back into the nether regions of the stage. They're getting them real quick. I don't know what to do to entertain you guys in the meantime. You're cute. That's real cute. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna say a touching goodbye to my darling boyfriend, who is not here to beat you up for that comment, who is hopping on a plane to Korea for 2 months, and he's gonna be out there working on a really cool project. I don't know how much I can say, but it doesn't matter because now I have the question, so I can shut up. WhiteRa, if you'd be so kind to join me once again on the stage. There's not a lot of signs here, but the one there here is for you. Oh, well, I'm so glad you held up that sign. WhiteRa's gonna send you over a mouse pad. Keep that in the air. What a nice guy. Can you tell us a little bit about that mouse pad?
Yeah, we know.
Yeah? No? Okay, whatever. All right, our first oh, it's backwards. That's why I can't read any of that. Nope. Here we are. SC2 Nova asks you, what has been your favorite thing about Texas during your visit?
It's available a lot of gun here, and I enjoy it. Yeah. AK-47, M16, and it's very interesting. And of course, cowboy cap. Yeah.
Did you see that Special Tactics movie preview?
Yeah, it's amazing. I don't know who is make it, but it's talented person.
How did you feel about Naniwa being your nemesis?
I don't know. I knew it's sometimes very sad when he lost, but he a normal person, I think.
Oh yeah, I love Naniwa. I'm a huge Naniwa fan. All right, our next question comes from Hey, it's Charlie. Oh, hey, hi, Charlie. Sorry, Charlie. Who do you think will be the toughest opponent for you in the Lone Star Clash?
All here are very good players, and always my experience say me never no need to relax when you play in such huge event.
Compliments to all your competitors. Our last question comes from Gregory's Z1. Did the Texas audience give you confidence in playing your matches or make you more stressed out about your games?
I think give me more confidence. Yeah, that is why my players.
Thank you so much, Alexi. Congratulations for moving on. Thank you, guys. We're going to go to commercial. We'll be right back.